Happy New Year's, my niggas. We finally got Mauxir for free.
Humans
She
usually
is
struggle to
now
comprehend
available
human
to
logic,
claim in Snowbreak
but
Containment Zone.
I'm sure you know it's
And
automatic.
she is the first 5-star character that we have that is a auxiliary damage dealing unit. She does deal damage from auxiliary damage. She basically deals damage by summoning drones, and those drones basically deal most of the damage. She's also a sniper character, but you're not really going to be sniping that much with her. Most of her damage is going to be coming from her drones that she summons. Now, she can summon up to 3 drones. Those drones will basically summon mini drones that also deal damage, I believe. They either just connect. I think the drones that summons the mini drones, I think the mini drones basically powers up the drone itself. Like I said before, most of her damage is going to be coming from her drones, right? I don't really think you're going to be shooting that often with Mauxir, since most of the damage does, as I said, comes from the drones she summons. Her gameplay is relatively simple. I've been bullying this guy for the past 20 minutes. I've been using Etchel and Vidya. I think one of the weakest parts about Mauxir is that I don't really think she really has that many supports for her, since we have nobody that supports auxiliary damage. But she does benefit from attack boost, so Etchel is pretty good, since Etchel boosts your character's attack. I do believe the other Vidya also boosts attack from her support skill, so any character right now that can boost attack will be good for Mauxir, since we have nobody that
Stay alert. Yeah.
boosts auxiliary damage units. So this is how she plays, right? Do this with Vidya, do all that. You basically summon drones. She summons them to 3. You can also go up to a drone. I think this increases the drone's damage. And if I can burst here, right, when she bursts, she does a cute little dance that basically boosts the drone's attack speed. As you can notice, they're going way faster right now. This guy's gonna die. So that's basically how she plays. You just summon the drones, let the drones do the damage, ultimate, and then the drones will go even faster. I am pretty happy that Mauxir is a DPS character. In the in-game lore, she basically states she's not a combat-orientated in an exosuit, but I'm kind of happy that she's a DPS, since her other version is not a DPS and her 4-star version is kind of just cope. Her free weapon basically boosts auxiliary unit damage. The logistics that you get for her that are free eventually also boost auxiliary unit strength, but the ones that I'm using are like the standard ones that have been in the game since like day 1. Her octo drives also just boost her mind flower nodes. At 1, the mind flower node will automatically deploy 1 lotus drone beside it, which boosts the mind flower damage. At Auctus 2, for every 1 lotus drone deployed, decreases the ultimate skill cooldown by 1 second. The ultimate skill of Mauxir does boost the damage of her lotus drones, which is pretty good. At Auctus Drive 3, Petals of Reason, while a Mind Flower node is an antithesis state, increases final damage of all node and all connected lotus drones by 20%. This effect ends when antithesis is removed. I do believe they enter the antithesis node whenever Mauxir holds E when all 3 Mind Flower nodes are on the field, and she basically, gets dragged to it. So that's pretty cool. And Auctus Drive 4, while Mauxir is continuously releasing her ultimate skill, all Mind Flower nodes recover 10% of their max HP every second. The Mind Flower nodes do have their own HP. They can also get attacked by the enemy. I do believe they are also very good at aggroing the enemy, so you basically just put down the Mind Flower nodes and enemies will be attracted to it. So you don't have to worry about Mauxir losing HP that often, since the Mind Flower nodes basically draw in aggro from mobs. But overall, like I said, majority of her damage is coming from the drones that she summons. So if you were expecting a cool sniping character, Mauxir really isn't it. But overall, I do think she is pretty fun to play. Even Akuma kind of like attacks them, which is pretty interesting. Now, I did manage to get 29,000 with Mauxir. If I had like her Auctus drives and her actual logistics, I think I could probably get like a higher score with this, but unfortunately I don't have it. But that's a pretty good score so far with a character that doesn't have her Auctus drives unlocked, and also, you know, not even her logistics unlocked either. So she is pretty good. In my opinion, I think Auctus drive characters are more useful for new players, since new players will most likely not have that many characters. But overall, I think Mauxir is pretty solid. I do like her gameplay. I do like that she is a DPS character. And that's basically about all. Let me know what you guys think about Mauxir so far. I do know it's still a little too early, but I like her so far. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys later.
Bye bye now. Come again soon.